ladies. I'm going to, I'll just wait just another minute or so. But I thought actually today I'm going to share with you Yoga Nidra, actually, which is a really powerful meditation technique. And it involves you lying down. I feel like today we need to lie down. You don't have to lie down. You can stay seated if you want to, but otherwise I suggest finding a comfortable resting place. Okay. And we'll come back to a seated meditation next week. This will be our second week of supine delight. It's just a little bit grey out there today and a little bit cold, and I just felt that there's a need to get low to the earth. That's it. Lovely. So just lying in a comfortable position. You know, support yourselves if you need to with a cushion under your head or under your knees if you happen to have one to hand. It could be quite helpful. And then covering yourself with a blanket if you happen to have one of those to hand as well can also be quite sort of comforting. That's it. And then just really want to make yourself literally as comfortable as possible. So there's kind of zero desire for movement during the practice. Okay, so we're trying to make ourselves as comfortable as possible. So there's zero desire for movement during the practice. And I might suggest that you take your hands away from the body. So we're in a supine position for those of you just joining us. And we're just taking the hands maybe a couple of inches away from the sides of the body. And the feet, we're taking the feet about hip distance apart, I would suggest. And then just closing the eyes if you're comfortable closing your eyes. And just relaxing the face so the jaw can be soft. So there should be no desire for movement during Yoga Nidra. So that's why we just take our time to make any adjustments now that you might feel to make before the practice itself. So Yoga Nidra is a powerful meditation technique inducing complete physical, emotional, and mental relaxation. So during Yoga Nidra, one appears to be asleep, but the consciousness is functioning at a deeper level of awareness. So before we begin, you have the opportunity to form a sankalpa, a resolution or intention for this particular practice. In many respects, the sankalpa is an important stage of Yoga Nidra, as it plants a seed in the mind, encouraging healing and transformation in a positive direction. So the sankalpa is essentially a short, positive mental statement said in the present tense as if it had already happened. So it could be something like, I am happy, I am contented, I am at peace, you know, whatever it might be, but we just form it in such a way that it's in the present tense, if that makes sense, as if it had already happened. So just preparing your sankalpa now if you'd like to make one. And then relax all effort, so completely surrender your body to the floor, just feeling yourself supported by the floor beneath you. And just saying to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to your voice. So repeat mentally to yourself, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to your voice. And then perhaps we'll join together with a falling out breath. So a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just beginning already perhaps to feel a sense of calmness and peace radiating throughout the body. And just become aware of any sounds now in the distance. So any sounds outside of the building that you find yourself in. And then develop awareness of the room that you're in. So without opening your eyes, just having a go at visualizing the four walls, the ceiling, the floor, and your body lying on the floor. So you might even see yourself lying on the floor. And then just develop awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of your breathing. So just be conscious that you are breathing, gentle breathing. Do not concentrate, just awareness of your breath. And at the same time, awareness of your body relaxing on the floor. And then now is the time to make your resolve your sankalpa. So you now just silently to yourself, just state your resolve mentally, clearly and distinctly with feeling and awareness 3 times. Okay, so in your mind now, just repeating your sankalpa if you're making one, said in the present tense, 3 times clearly and distinctly and with feeling. So you have to sort of really feel it, feeling and awareness. And now we will begin to rotate the consciousness from one part of the body to another. So as quickly as possible, the awareness has to move from point to point. So please repeat mentally the name of each part after me. And at the same time, become aware of that part. So let's just take the awareness. Let's start with the awareness on the right hand thumb. So from the right hand thumb, just relaxing then through right hand thumb, through index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm and elbow, upper arm and shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf, muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. And then the awareness to the left hand thumb, relaxing left hand thumb and index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm and elbow and upper arm and shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf, muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. And then bring the awareness to the back. So right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the spine. And the whole of the back together. So the back of the right leg, the back of the left leg, the right heel and the left heel. And now go to the top of the head. So the forehead, no expression required. Right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows. Right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, right cheek, nose, tip of the nose, the right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, right chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen, the whole front. And now the major parts of the body, so the whole of the right leg and the whole of the left leg and both legs together. Whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, and both arms together. Whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together. So legs, arms, back, front, head together. The whole body together. The whole body together. The whole body together. And do not sleep. Say to yourself mentally, I am awake. I am practicing Yoga Nidra. And then just become aware of the whole body. So become aware of the whole of your body in contact with the floor. Become aware again of the meeting points of the body and the floor. So maybe you feel the heels touching the floor, the calves touching the floor, the buttocks touching the floor, the shoulder blades touching the floor, the elbows touching the floor, the back of the hands touching the floor, the head touching the floor. So become aware of the whole body touching the floor, the whole body relaxed and peaceful, lying here on the floor. And now bring your awareness to the eyelids. So just feel the sharp points where the upper and lower eyelids meet. And then the lips, become aware of the lips, the space between the lips. And then again, a sense of the body, and this time the weight of the body. So feeling the heaviness of the body, for example, as if the body was like steel resting onto the earth. Heaviness of body. And then in contrast, see if you can feel the lightness of body. So the lightness of body, as if the body was as light as cotton. So the body as light as cotton. And then feeling the body heavy again as steel, so heavy as steel. And then as light as cotton, so again as light as cotton. And then just see if you can feel both at the same time, so simultaneously, as heavy as steel and yet as light as cotton. Can you feel the heaviness of steel and the lightness of cotton simultaneously? And then letting go of that particular visualization, of that particular feeling. And instead, bringing the awareness to the breath. Just noticing the ingoing and outgoing breath. So you might notice that as you breathe in, the belly lightly rises. And as you breathe out, the belly softens. So not forcing the breath, just awareness. And then with the awareness on the breath, seeing if it might be possible to count the breath. Inhaling, exhaling 1. Inhaling, exhaling 2. And on we go, just for a few moments. And then we'll let go of the silent count to the breath. And we'll allow the breath to continue in its own rhythm. As we now focus the awareness at a place called Chitakasha, which is the space between the eyebrows. So just bringing your awareness to rest at the space between the eyebrows. And here, as the awareness rests at this space, I will mention various images, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, and just seeing if you can bring those images to mind. So there's no right or wrong, just going with the flow of things. Red rose, horse galloping across the beach, tomato, tree in a lonely forest, raindrop, full moon, a desolate beach, a bumblebee, a leaf, a tomato, an acorn, a sunset, a most beautiful sunrise, a crescent moon, a horse galloping along the shore, a boat at sea, a sand castle, an acorn, a pine tree, a cat, the most beautiful flower you've ever seen, a rainbow, an acorn. And then we let go of this too. We let go of this too. And we allow the awareness still to rest at Chitakasha between the eyebrows. And we just notice anything that arises with the awareness in this space. Any images, any thoughts, any sensations. Just allow them to come and go. And then become aware of the body resting peacefully here on the earth. The whole body resting gently on the floor. And become aware again of your breath, of your natural breath. And then remember your sankalpa, your resolve or intention for the practice. Repeating again your resolve to yourself 3 times with total feeling and awareness. So 3 times with total feeling and awareness. And then relax all efforts and draw your mind outside. Becoming aware once again of your breath. And let's take a falling out breath, so a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Awareness of the physical body resting on the floor. Awareness of the points of contact of the physical body and the floor. Now beginning to bring some gentle movement back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Gently moving your head from side to side. Perhaps you feel to stretch your whole body. And maybe you might bend your knees and either gather the knees in towards the chest or just bring your feet onto the floor so that you might more easily roll over to one side of the body, perhaps the right side of the body. Just pausing there for a moment as you transition from one way of being to another. And then just gently bringing yourself up to sit in any comfortable seat. Just keeping the eyes closed if you can, just for a moment longer. And just noticing how you're feeling. So notice how you feel mentally, emotionally. Whether there might be just the slightest calming to the mind. It's a powerful practice, actually, Yoga Nidra. It really takes us into a very creative space, into the liminal space, where we're neither here nor there, and it liberates the mind in the process. So I hope you can, or hope you get to experience the blessings of the practice throughout the rest of the afternoon ahead. And thank you for joining me, all of you. It's lovely, I can feel the energy, so thank you. And I shall hope to see some of you next week. We shall continue during phase 2. Thank you, and bye.